Hey guys, what's up? We're gonna go over our trades from yesterday and today. So yesterday we did IWM, and same thing today we did IWM for the options, and then I'll go over my momentum trades towards the end. It's not nothing crazy, but this is my P&L for today and yesterday. Um, I'm gonna go over it very briefly. I caught a nasty drop on one of the stocks yesterday, and then today my stop loss max stop was gonna be $25. I went over that yesterday, as you can see, and I was like, you know what, just to manage my risk, just keep it, because I am starting, or I did start at 500 now. I'm at like 425, so it's okay. Um, if I have to put money in, then I will put money in, but hey, that's telling me that it's not time to add money. If I add more money, what is it going to do? It's not going to do much. It's not going to be very effective. I still need to develop my skills and also market slow as well. So today we're going to see here the L I took. I am down 134 today, but I also lost $80 yesterday, which I will go over. Um, so two different positions. So when we're here, first thing I do in the morning, let's full screen this. So first thing I do in the morning is I'll go to the floor. I'll try to mark out. This is what I had mapped out yesterday. So we had a switch in trend. So this is the bottom of the trend, the top of the trend, and I could see that yesterday we hit that high, the top of this trend, pulled back, and oh right here, yeah. So we hit the top of this trend over here, we pulled back to the 9 and ripped open. And then this is when I didn't really trust myself. I thought we would really sell below the 9, but the 4 hour, it's green. I can expect a bounce off the 9 EMA on the 4 hour chart, and that's what I should have trusted, and that's what costed me the small loss yesterday and today as well. Um, no biggie, my account's still above 2,000 on Robinhood, so we didn't give back too much profits from what we've won. So I'll say I've done an okay job at, I guess, recovering because I'm seeing like, okay, this is the trend I should have taken, and I'm quick to act on it. But this is what I like to see. My orange is going to be my support. Well, the white was resistance yesterday, but the orange is my support. So now this white is going to be used as support because we have had really strong support. These are the levels, and you can see today's a bit of a grinder, and then we'll see that today I actually try to take puts. So we're going to go to 5 hour chart. So first thing in the AM, this is exactly what I'm seeing. So 5 minutes. So it's not that very quick, but 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and then we already make a low right here, and then we start selling off. And I know I told myself, wait, just wait, man, just wait till you see something. We keep going lower, and we touch the 200. So as we touch the 200, I'm like, hey, that's support that we're looking to break. I take puts for 266. Since we're at 266.49, I was looking for a break. I was like, nice. We get that rejection, and then next thing you know, boom, we get a nasty candle. I'm like, holy shit! Like this is all right. So I took that wrong. So that's my fault because like yesterday I did the same mistake. I also did not listen to my rules. I have to follow my rules. 7 a.m. no earlier, even if it's at 7 or 6:55. I have to wait because yesterday I'll show you guys what happened. And then as soon as it's 7, the script changes. So this candle literally blew through the EMAs. I'm like, oh, okay, wow. And I also had a descending trend line going. So I was like, okay, now let me make an ascending trend. And then I'm like, okay, well, this is squeezing up. It's consolidating. Actually, no. As soon as it starts squeezing up here in this green candle at 705, it's 267.37, 267.40. I'm like 267.50. I'm taking 268 calls. And then, boom, we get this sort of consolidation. All the candles are together. Then we get a nice move up. And I didn't take my profit here. And it was around 134. Today, when I got my profit, I got 112 on this contract. We'll see here what I lost on this one. So on this put, it was down 264, but this call was up 112. But this call actually had a value of 134 at that pop, and I was looking for a break over this level and hold because the next resistance above 268 from what I'm seeing on the previous days. So this was January 21st. We had a high of 268.59 and a high of 268.26. So I'm like, okay, we got some two potential resistance, and I think above 269 will be set to 270 and into all-time highs again, which we have a double top at 271. So that was the, I guess, idea. And then today's price action was actually, it kind of failed us. So it dipped below. I didn't sell. I was holding this position pretty much for almost over an hour, basically. So it sold off, and it still held above. What am I seeing on the 15-minute and the 1 hour? Well, the 1 hour, I'm gonna touch into yesterday. So the 1 hour, I thought we would dip down, and continue down, but nope, we shot straight up. And then I thought today would be the same thing. Um, well, yeah, I thought today would go straight down as well, but nope, it's still holding trend, still holding above and not breaking the structure. So it's really strong support. 15 minute, same thing. 15 minutes still holding above the EMAs, holding above 920. The 20 is really that final support that's kicking at, and then I'm looking at the 1 minute at the same time. 1 minute's a little bit choppy, too much noise. So I'm still holding. I'm like, okay, this is gonna break above 268. I'm just holding really nice support. It's staying above this trend line that I drew, and it's still not breaking, bouncing off the 20, going up again, bouncing off the 20, and then right around here on 915, that's when I sell. I take my profit here for about the 112, and I didn't leave too much off the top. I was like, okay, this is the best I could do, but initially I got in way too early, way too early. Now it's time to curl back, and you notice how tight this EMA is. I was getting close to a stop loss. I think right around here, if this broke below the view app, I would have stopped out immediately, and it didn't turn red. So I would have stopped out immediately from there. So that was today, and then we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a different day. What happened yesterday? So it's funny, cause like I said, wait 30 minutes, wait till 7 a.m. Changes the script. So we get this nasty rejection, pull back up, and then we reject below the EMAs. We're rejecting below the 920 again. That's when I took my trade. I think it took 263 puts. Yeah, I took 263 puts onto the break of the VWAP, and then what do you know? Trends to go. And honestly, I would have been able to retain more profit or more capital from this loss as soon as I saw this candle. As soon as I saw the candle, it should have been immediately because I would hit my stop loss. I mean, I lost 75% of my position, so I was down. Let's see. You guys are gonna go through my tweets, retweets. Let's see. Right here. See, down 81. So 263 puts, down 379. So that's not good. But I did have 265 calls that I had held at 58 profit and then 241 profit. So I closed the gap, and that would have been a green day had I not taken that trade too soon. It would have been a really good green day. Today's day would have been bridge under the water, and it still is. Today and yesterday is still bridge under the water. So you see it's still squeezing up, and that's why I immediately switched to the calls, 265 calls. So right here, as soon as this crossover happens, it breaks, I'm in 265. We're already breaking it. As it's breaking, I'm taking these calls. I'm like, hey, I'm telling my brother, let's go for these calls. This is where it's going, and it keeps going up higher and higher, higher, higher. And I did have to go to work, so I start work at 9. This is showing 8:15. I think I exited my trade around here. I'm trying to recall what happened yesterday. I exited somewhere on here. I do remember, yeah, yeah, I exited my trade around here at the 67. I told myself, okay, it's not going to go above 267 or 268, and then it did dip for a little bit. Wait, no, this is 9. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. I can go back if I wanted to. Okay, no, I took my profit around here, 8:25, and I was like, I remember I was running late for work. I hadn't even showered, so forget this. This is where I took the profit. I remember this time I was like, oh, I gotta just get out, and I did leave a little bit off the table, but I'll take it. For what I lost initially, I will take it. And then that was really good. That was amazing, perfect move, and it stayed flat till then. So what did we trade yesterday? We're going to small cap stocks now. I only took one trade on MNTS, and I felt like I got robbed on MNTS. So MNTS yesterday, we'll look at the 1 minute, switch to the 10-second, leave the 15-minute on there. So yesterday, what's going on? So MNTS comes out with news. NASA partnership. You guys, if you guys watched my stream yesterday, it wasn't that long. I took an entry at the 897, and it just flushed really quickly. So let's see here, 801. Yep, we did minute. After that pullback, I got in really high. I was like looking for a break over the $9 basically, and it just didn't break. And it flushed, and it flushed again, and that's when I sold out. Now I was kind of upset because I had a loss initially of like $14, and I just couldn't get out. The selling was just really, really quick. and I got out around here. And this candle, basically at the bottom. I mean, look at my price entry, exit 798, and I only took 50 shares, only 50 shares on that. So that's what happened. Today, what did we trade? We traded two stocks today. Today was a little slower. Maybe no trade day. AZI, PHIO initially, it was just too slow. PHIO was just too slow, and it didn't have the momentum that it needed. Let's see here. Until I guess it made like a 10-cent jump. Jeez. All right, it made a 10-cent jump. So I was trading within this range from when it started, and this just was not the best move. And then dipped, and it went above VWAP, dipped again, went above again, and then I missed this move. But I mean, this candle is only from a low of 109 to a high of 129, so yeah, 20 cents. But how would you have been able to predict that? The volume was just very, very dead at the time too. It just didn't seem right. The volume just died. This doji candle, we had an immediate flush too. It popped up and it flushed down. And how do you catch this move? So you really can't catch any of that. And just slow grind it up until into the open. Then that's not worth trading. So, and AZI. So AZI came up and I was like, okay, we've already had these moves before in AZI, but I wasn't able to trade it because Charles Schwab didn't let me at the time. But now it did. And of course, I get caught on a really bad drop. Let's see, 729. Yep, this was a drop I got caught on. So I don't take any trades initially in this area here. And yeah, I know the MACD was negative. It was bad. But we had a really nice surge of volume, which I'll show you guys on the 10-second chart. So it pops up, I get in high here, and it immediately flushes down. So on the 10-second chart, it looks like this. And I'm sure any one of us might have taken that trade due to just how quick that, I guess, momentum shifted initially. I mean, it just starts pumping, going, and breaking VWAP, then breaking through this high right here, and immediately up, and then basically pops out at the previous pre-market high, and boom, I got caught on this. So that was my loss for today. Now, there was another one, EVM, and I don't know why Schwab didn't let me trade this. I know this one was expensive, but what I was looking at here was actually on the daily chart, we actually have a blue sky setup, and I think Ross took a loss on this one. I saw briefly a negative. I think it was on this stock. So I noticed we have a high at 24.05, and I'm like, okay, it's a blue sky setup, and I'm like, I'm gonna go for it. If since I missed last week's blue sky setup, then that would have put me $600, $500 probably, maybe. I'm just saying that just cause I want to feel better. But I tried taking a trade as soon as it starts taking a break over here. I try to take a trade as it's going up, and Charles Schwab didn't let me. And I'm only starting with 10 shares, and yeah, that was that. I couldn't take any more trades, and pulls back, and it just immediately starts ripping up to past $37, and um, I don't know how Ross missed this. I think maybe he added maybe a little too high, but I thought it was not a bad idea to take a trade on this. But yeah, that's it for today. So tomorrow we're looking for a better day. Um, so for the options, I really suggest looking at the 4-hour trend. The 4-hour trend will tell you everything. It does bounce off. Now we're coming to a close on this 4-hour trend. And where the supports, well, 90 EMA is a strong support, so 266. Then the 20 EMA is another strong support, 264. Then we have the 50 EMA, 263, and the 200. So I'm not sure. And then the bottom of this trend is 258, 257. I mean, it will keep respecting this trend until it breaks. And it has been doing that so far. So it's been topping out little by little. So I do expect some sort of mini pullback. You can see that the price action was definitely struggling today. And we've had 4 strong days. I mean, February on Friday, or 3 strong days. Friday, which is the 5th, immediately broke through, and on the yesterday, and then today. So it's been going up. All right, take care, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.